Hidden potential challenges one of the most common beliefs about success, the idea that greatness is primarily the result of natural talent. Adam Grant argues that achievement is not determined by how gifted you are at the start, but by how effectively you grow. The book shifts the conversation from innate ability to character skills, systems of support, and the power of deliberate development. It explores how ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary progress by building the right habits, environments, and mindsets. The core premise of the book is simple but powerful: potential is not fixed. It is cultivated. Many people assume that intelligence, creativity, leadership, or athletic skill are predetermined traits. Grant dismantles this assumption by showing that the most consistent predictor of long-term success is not early talent but sustained improvement. The difference between those who plateau and those who rise often comes down to how they approach growth. One of the central themes of the book is the concept of character skills. While technical skills help you perform specific tasks, character skills determine how you respond to challenges. These include resilience, discipline, curiosity, humility, adaptability, and perseverance. Grant argues that these qualities are more important than raw ability because they enable continuous progress. A talented person without resilience may quit when faced with difficulty. A moderately skilled person with persistence may eventually surpass them. Grant introduces the idea that growth is often uncomfortable. Improvement requires stepping into zones of discomfort where failure is likely. Many people avoid this discomfort because it threatens their identity. If you see yourself as naturally gifted, you may avoid situations that expose weaknesses. But if you see yourself as a learner, you welcome situations that stretch your abilities. This mindset shift is crucial for unlocking hidden potential. Another powerful idea in the book is that of scaffolding. Just as buildings require temporary structures during construction, people need support systems during development. Mentors, coaches, teachers, peers, and even structured environments can serve as scaffolding. These systems make difficult tasks manageable and create safe spaces for experimentation. Success is rarely a solo journey. It is often built on networks of guidance and feedback. Grant emphasizes that the best learners are not those who avoid mistakes but those who extract lessons from them. Failure is reframed as information. When you fail, you gain data about what doesn't work. Those who interpret failure as a verdict on their identity stop trying. Those who interpret it as feedback improve faster. A major myth that the book addresses is the belief in natural prodigies. While early talent can provide advantages, Grant shows that many high achievers were not extraordinary at the beginning. They became exceptional through deliberate practice and sustained effort. In many cases, late bloomers outperform early stars because they develop stronger character skills along the way. The book also discusses the importance of deliberate discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. Grant explains that progress requires difficulty that is challenging but not overwhelming. Too little challenge leads to boredom. Too much leads to discouragement. The ideal zone lies in between, where tasks stretch your abilities just beyond current capacity. Another key insight is the power of reframing identity. Instead of labeling yourself as bad at math or not creative, Grant suggests adopting flexible self-concepts. Identity shapes behavior. If you believe you are incapable, you will avoid effort. If you believe you are developing, you will persist. Hidden potential often remains untapped because of limiting self-beliefs. Grant also explores how educational systems and workplaces can either suppress or cultivate potential. Environments that reward only top performers discourage risk-taking among others. But environments that celebrate improvement encourage broader participation. When progress is recognized, not just performance, more people feel motivated to grow. A particularly compelling idea in the book is that confidence is often built through competence. Many people wait to feel confident before taking action. Grant flips this logic. Confidence grows from evidence. When you act, practice, and improve, you build proof of capability. Action precedes belief, not the other way around. The book highlights the importance of psychological safety in teams and organizations. When people feel safe to speak up, ask questions, and admit mistakes, learning accelerates. In contrast, environments built on fear suppress innovation. Hidden potential thrives in cultures that treat mistakes as opportunities rather than punishments. Grant also challenges the idea of genius. He argues that focusing too much on exceptional individuals creates unrealistic standards and discourages effort in others. Instead of asking who is the most talented, we should ask who is improving the fastest. Rate of growth matters more than starting point. One of the book's strongest themes is that character can be trained. Traits like discipline and resilience are not fixed personality features. They are habits developed through repetition. Small daily actions compound over time. Just as muscles strengthen through exercise, character strengthens through consistent effort. Grant introduces stories of individuals who achieved remarkable results despite modest beginnings. Their journeys share common patterns: consistent practice, willingness to fail, supportive mentors, and long-term commitment. These stories reinforce the message that potential is less about initial conditions and more about sustained investment. The book also discusses the dangers of early praise focused on intelligence. When children are labeled as smart, they may avoid difficult tasks to protect that label. When they are praised for effort and strategy, they become more resilient. The same principle applies to adults. Praise directed at growth reinforces learning behaviors. Grant emphasizes the importance of systems over willpower. Motivation fluctuates. Systems create consistency. Instead of relying on bursts of inspiration, high achievers design routines that make progress automatic. They reduce friction for positive behaviors and increase friction for distractions. Another major theme is collective growth. Hidden potential is not only individual but communal. Teams that support each other's development outperform groups focused solely on individual competition. Collaboration amplifies progress. Grant also highlights the value of teaching as a tool for mastery. When you teach others, you clarify your understanding. Explaining concepts forces deeper processing. This accelerates learning and builds confidence. Throughout the book, there is a strong emphasis on humility. Recognizing that you do not know everything opens the door to learning. Arrogance blocks growth. Curiosity fuels it. The book ultimately reframes success as a trajectory rather than a snapshot. Instead of comparing yourself to others at a single point in time, focus on your rate of improvement. Hidden potential is unlocked not by proving yourself, but by improving yourself. The final message is empowering: you are not limited by where you start. You are shaped by how you grow. Talent may open doors, but character keeps them open. Sustainable achievement is built on persistence, support, learning from failure, and consistent effort over time. Hidden potential invites readers to stop asking, "Am I talented enough?" and start asking, "Am I improving enough?" The shift from talent to growth transforms how we view success, education, leadership, and personal development. The book is not about chasing perfection. It is about committing to progress. It encourages embracing discomfort, seeking feedback, building supportive environments, and believing that improvement is always possible. In essence, hidden potential teaches that greatness is not reserved for the gifted few. It is accessible to anyone willing to cultivate character, endure discomfort, and pursue continuous growth.